2024, right? So, firstly, legislation is constantly being amended, correct? We know. I'm not going to stick completely to that presentation. I'm going to talk you through this. Legislation is constantly evolving, we're constantly changing, right? And especially in South Africa, we know that we have legislation that changes at a very fast pace sometimes, and sometimes because of the process in amending the legislation, it takes a long period. This Bela was in process from 2014, it started, right? And only 2017, it had a bit of substance, the bill went in, etc. And years later, only in 2024, do we have the Act being passed. So there is a process. Now, when it's commenced, when they first started, there was a need for that, right? You heard the Chief Director mention the cases, the Ermelo judgment, etc. Lots of the judgments that we have didn't just come up now, but it's been years ago that it's been in place. But because of the process of amending, it takes time that only now it's been corrected, even though there was case law in place. Okay, so with regards to the Bela, 2007 we had an amendment. Before that there were other amendments. But 2007, 2011, there were significant amendments done to the South African Schools Act, the Employment of Educators Act, right? You remember we had ABET, was called ABET, became ACT, right? Remember all that? So all that was taken out when that moved to higher education, and the what we have remained as basic education. So there were many changes. We had Section 16A of the South African Schools Act being amended significantly, where in addition to what's in the PAM, it also tells you responsibilities of a school principal. So we had a Skumbi case. I'll give you an example of this. In the Skumbi case, it was an Mpumalanga judgment where there was financial irregularities suspected in his school. So the head of department commissioned an investigation because the auditor had picked up financial irregularities. So the head of department went and he gave notice to the school principal to state, we intend on suspending you, but I'm going to give you, you need to give me reasons why I should not suspend you, right? That's in keeping with the legislation of the Promotion of Administrative Justice Act, right? You give reasons, notice of your intended action before you take any final decision. So,